今、世界中の人々が驚いているのが日本人の冷静さです。この災害を前にパニックも起きなければ略奪も発生していません。それは一体どうしてなのでしょうか。仙台に暮らす多くの日本人と同じように、こちらの女性も全てを失いました。にもかかわらず、取材班に自分の苦しみを見せまいと笑顔まで見せていました。すごい揺れでした。家に押しつぶされるかと思いました。日本でも長年暮らしてきた日本研究者は、そこに日本の活力を特徴づけるものがあると言います。日本人は悲観的でない運命論者なのです。運命に身を委ねるのです。例えば終戦の時の天皇陛下の耐え難きを耐えという言葉にもそれは現れています。僕は助かりましたが、近親者はみんな死んでしまいました。友達もそうです。みんな流されてしまいました。災害がいかに大きなものでも、日本人の受け答えは実に立派なものです。それはおそらく自然の力を崇拝する神道が教えるところの態度なのでしょう。日本では人間は自然の一部なのです。西洋では人間は自然の主人であるとされますが、日本では人間は自然に仕え、自然に一時身を置かせてもらっている存在なのです。日本人は苦しみを外に表さず、見せるとしてもごく控えめです。泣き崩れたりはしないのです。彼らは自分の苦しみを外に出しません。日本では苦しみに苦しみを重ねても仕方ないという考えがあるのです。泣きっ面に蜂ということわざもありますしね。苦しみを積み重ねても何の役にも立たない。だったら涙を拭いて死者を弔い再出発するしかないということです。第二次大戦後と同じように、日本は復興のエネルギーを取り戻すしかないのです。
There's a Japanese proverb that after a great storm you can see more clearly where there is solid ground. As I traveled around this region, here's some of what I saw.
Here in the landscape left behind by the storm without pity,
Hello. Konnichiwa.
the people here show what has always been at the heart of the Japanese culture.
You need the food. You need the food. Oh, we're fine. We have enough for us, so we want to share.
In Japan, Shinto, Buddhist, and Confucian traditions promote considering community when you consider yourself. We saw this video on YouTube the moment after the earthquake interrupted a graduation ceremony. A brief moment of confusion, and then everyone working together to clear the rubble. The Prime Minister used the phrase in announcing the blackouts he said would be required because of the shortage of electricity.
This is the toughest and the most difficult crisis for Japan.
But now we learn the government-ordered blackouts don't have to happen because the people voluntarily stopped using non-essential power. This is a shelter. Some of these people here for days, and look.
It's recycling, organized for recycling.
Plastic, combustible, burnable, cans.
The Japanese call it itai. It means to come together as one body. And something else astonishing after a disaster, not a single reported case of looting in a country of 128 million people. Instead, we saw astonishing patience and order, the long lines everywhere outside the grocery store for basics. You never believe this mother and so many others patiently hold their children for 3 hours while waiting to get food. And before we leave, a new mother traveling the day the earthquake struck, giving birth amid the aftershocks, saying, "I hope the baby is strong," and brings new hope to Japan.
日本人が見ても立派だなと思えるようなねニュースが一つ、入ってきたんですが、ネパールでね、大変な被害を被ったわけなんですけれども、ここでお写真ね、これ見ていただければ分かると思います。一つその暴動ですとかね、略奪がないというね、これはすごく大変ね悲しいニュースでしたけれども、その中で唯一ちょっと輝くようなキラッとしたようなねお話をもらったという気がいたしますね。助け合いの精神があるっていうふうにネパール在住のね日本の方もとても驚いてらしたようです。こういう国がちゃんと存在するんですね。おそらくブータンなんかでもきっとね、同じようなどうなんでしょう、これは宗教観なのかそれともというね、
いろんな要素がね、重なってこうなってると思いますけれども、やっぱり共同体として、そのお互いを信頼できるというものがね前提にあるんだと思うんですね。でこういがみ合ったり奪い合うよりは助け合った方が全体のためになるっていうようなことがね歴史的にもその培ったものがあるんだというふうに思いますね。だからこういう国の価値観とやっぱり日本はそのかなり重なり合うわけですから、そのアジアという時にね、私たちはどの国を見てどういう国の価値観を大事にしどうやって付き合っていくかということをね、本当に踏まえたいと思いますね。
そうですね、アジアは広いんですよね。はい。
Hi folks, this month March marks the 1-year anniversary of a horrific event that swept across the northern part of Japan. March 11, 2011. The nation was hit with a 9-point-something earthquake. Then following the earthquake and the tsunami, with the waves, the water would come rushing in at an estimated 500 miles an hour. Now most of the buildings survived that 9-point earthquake because they built them to survive earthquakes. But what could survive that tsunami that swept in right afterwards? Hardly anything. Everything was demolished and swept out to sea. And this is the 1-year anniversary of this tragedy that fell upon this nation. But folks, when the tragedy hit the nation of Japan, the rest of the world was amazed. First of all, to see such a natural calamity, such as a 9-point-something earthquake, then the tsunami come rushing in. I mean, we were just absolutely horrified. But then we were amazed. We were amazed by the behavior of the Japanese people. We have not seen this before. This what transpired, what took place in Japan by the Japanese people. And let me illustrate this for you. 2005, a hurricane hits New Orleans, off the Gulf of Mexico, United States, Hurricane Katrina. And what happens? Looting. Most natural calamities that take place in the United States, well, I shouldn't say most, but we become accustomed to bottom feeders looting. Well, when the tsunami and earthquake hit Japan, one of the glowing articles across the world was, where were the looters? Come to find out, a lot of people in Japan don't even understand the word looting. There was virtually no looting in Japan. And we're scratching our heads saying, no looting in Japan? We never heard of that. Katrina, the rain stopped, boom. They were out looting. Another instance. Katrina, New Orleans, United States of America. The National Guard sends in helicopters to help rescue these poor unfortunate souls who did not have the means or the brains to get out of the area. They were shooting at the helicopters. The people to be rescued were shooting at the helicopters. Bottom feeders. The United States in Japan sends 20,000 military personnel to assist the Japanese in rescuing and recovery efforts. Operation Tamadachi. When I was in Japan, a number of people were wearing this patch. It's and most notably a gentleman by the name of Mr. Goto in Osaka, and he gave me this patch, which basically means Operation Friendship, because the United States helped in Japan after the earthquake tsunami. In addition, these two rap singers were at my conference, and look what was on the back of his shirt. They are grateful for what we've done to them to help. Now, how many times has the United States helped out in other countries? And the reaction from those other countries, number one, is that all you're doing for us? Number two, who cares? Number three, America, go home. We don't get that from the Japanese. We get friendship from them. They're grateful for what we've done. But let me get back to the 20,000 American personnel helping out there. Remember the helicopters in New Orleans were shot out by the bottom feeders in New Orleans? The helicopters land in Japan to give supplies. They get bows, they get hugs of gratitude from the people. There's a big difference, kids. When they went to distribute food in Haiti after their earthquake, there was riots that broke out. The militaries from around the world that went there to help out had to literally beat back the populace. Now we see the earthquake tsunami in Japan and the people going for supplies, waiting patiently in long lines for water. No pushing, no shoving, no having to be beat back. Patience and respect. We saw this, Japan. We saw how you behaved in a calamity. And you got our respect for that. You set the example for us in the future when a tragedy hits. Before the bottom feeders come out of the woodwork, come out of the cracks, we need to remind ourselves to behave like the Japanese did. A lot of these homes that were swept away by the tsunami were inhabited by elderly people who traditionally do not trust banks. So they kept their money in safe boxes in their houses. The tsunami comes, knocks down the houses, and sweeps the debris out to sea. Weeks, months later, along the beaches in Japan, these safe boxes are washing up. The people see these safe boxes, but they don't do what most of us would do. Get a crowbar, yank it open, yay, we got money. No. They pick up the boxes and take them to the police station without any attempt of opening them. The police stations were getting so many of these safe boxes, they were being deluged, practically buried with these safe boxes. That's the Japanese. And that's why you've earned and gained respect from many of us civilized people around the world, because we saw your civilization put our civilization to shame during this tragedy. And we appreciate the example you set for us. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be in. And God bless Nihon Koku. The world remembers your civility during a horrific time.